Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Michael Fanning, and this is Warm Up 347. And today I want to talk about part of a morning routine called reflection, but I want to talk specifically about a piece of reflection. So, when we think about a morning routine, it has movement, it has learn, and it has reflection. And a lot of people are good at reflection when it comes to reflecting on the good and reflecting on their gratitudes and maybe their affirmation and what they want to have happen and getting themselves in that, that low positive mindset. But there's another piece of reflection I think it's important that we often miss, and it's critical self-reflection on how we are showing up. And it's being conscious of what you are doing to create situations that happen to you. So for example, it's the end of my day, and let's say something didn't go right, and there was a person I interacted with, and I walked away not feeling so good about it. That requires some reflection. And it requires reflection because here's what I hear a lot of people say. Well, they did this. Well, they made me feel that way. Well, if they hadn't done that, I wouldn't have done this. And do you notice in all that stuff that I'm saying, who is that all about? That is all about the other person. In conscious self-reflection of situations that didn't go the right way, the key word that I want you to remember is this: responsibility, right? And responsibility is really two words. It's your ability to respond, right? It's stimulus hits and you. So when they made me so mad, or they made me so upset, or I got so angry at them, that's you deciding your response to the situation. And if you're conscious in the moment for a second, you have to ask, because here's what that reflection requires, is that you have to look at a situation, how did it get there, and then take responsibility. The first place you should look is not to them, look to yourself and ask this question: what am I responsible for? What did I do that created that world? And in most situations, right, we're the ones who are creating the scenario. If you ever wonder why you're getting treated a certain way, here's what you have to remember. What are you doing that's creating that, right? What are you doing that's generating that response back to you? And there's few circumstances where this is not the case, right? There are few circumstances where this is not the case. So what is your responsibility in the situation? And remember this: nobody makes you anything. You decide how you're going to respond to something. And just be aware of that. Be aware of what you bring to the table. What are you creating? How did I create this? I know being a parent, many times we will say, well, our kids did something, made us so mad. And I had to really have some self-reflection to say, why am I choosing that response? Why am I allowing my response to be that? Could there be a different response to the situation? There could be. And then secondly, what is it that I did that is causing them to behave that way, right? What is it that I'm doing that's causing them not to talk to me, or causing them to be upset with me, or causing them to respond in a way that's not allowing for constructive conversation? And then here's the last piece that I'll leave with you. You guys can't change anybody. You cannot change anyone. Here's what you can do. You can change the way you show up. You can change the way you choose to take responsibility, and you can change the responses you choose to situations. But it requires, going back to the first thing that I said, daily and weekly self-reflection where you're critical about who? Yourself, not about somebody else. Think about that. Do you have that in your routine? Have you gone to that level of conscious thought? And you know what? Sometimes it doesn't feel good, because guess what? You've got to think about things that you did that weren't the right things. And some people don't like to face up to that because they're not willing to do what? Take responsibility. All right, everybody, make it a great day. Be awesome and help somebody. Talk to you later.